What is up, my fellow budget travelers? This month we're doing all things Vegas. If you want to see more videos like this one, check out this link here. You can always come back later and check it out. In this video, we are talking about my 15 tips for beginners in Las Vegas. There's no particular order. They're all very important. I'm going to try and breeze through these really quick. Number 15, it's kind of a no-duh, but you still need to do it. You need to drink your water. You're in a desert. If you don't drink water, you're going to feel hungover even if you aren't drinking. And who wants to walk around feeling like that all day? Drink your water. Tip number 14, this is for my gamblers or anybody who's looking to carry cash. If you go to the ATM in the casino, it is going to charge you. It's usually about $6 to $10. I've seen it $10 at some casinos. So what you're gonna wanna do is go to CVS or Dwayne Reed, something like that, because they have ATMs also and they don't charge as much, or bring cash with you before you go. Number 13 is very important. Guys, there are resort fees. Every casino charges this. It's called a resort fee. A lot of times if you use Travelocity, Expedia, etc., they don't include the resort fees, which is usually $35 to $75. So make sure you do the research and know exactly how much more is going to get tacked onto that amount. Plus, they put a hold per day on your credit card. So you're going to be getting charged about $50 a day. So if you're going to be there for a week, all this stuff adds up really quick. So just be prepared for these extra charges. Of course, the $50 incidental fee comes off at the end, just like any other hotel that you stay at. So I just want to warn you, it might seem like this shiny ticket price that you're getting this deal online, but this is why I talk about tip number 12. And tip number 12 is sign up for the rewards cards, because these are totally transparent. You don't even have to gamble. You just sign up for the rewards card. You're gonna get those emails that offer you free comped rooms and things. When you get your total bill, it's already going to include the resort fees and taxes and everything. So that is your real price. So you're gonna know exactly what you're getting into before you go. On to tip number 11. This is gonna seem really surprising because people are so friendly in Vegas and oh my gosh, everybody's so nice. It's because they want money out of you guys. Everybody's trying to get money out of you. They know that people come to Vegas to spend money. So all those street performers, all those timeshare presentations, all those homeless people that are oh, I made this flower out of palms. Here you go. It's a price. All the CD guys that are handing out CDs, everybody wants you to pay them. So they're going to follow you around. They will come into the casino and follow you until you give them money. So don't even engage with them unless you already have money ready. The last time I took a picture, they wanted $20 for that picture. For one picture, they wanted $20, guys. So just be prepared. These guys are hustlers. They're there to make money. And just like any other time you're shopping at a street fair or something, you got to barter with them, barter them down. Otherwise, it's going to cost you $20. I'm sorry to go off on a tangent, but one time I even had a homeless guy. Look, I'll make you a beautiful penny. He had a penny and he engraved the whole penny. He painted it. And then he was like, here you go. That'll be $35. And I was like, oh, I don't have $35. Here's $2. I was like, it's a penny. And he was like, are you disregarding my art? I'm an artist and blah, blah, blah. It was this whole thing, guys. I had to go into CVS because the guy was literally following me around. I was also on the phone. So these guys have no shame. I'm talking on the phone with my sister as this whole thing is going on. So he totally caught me off guard. But anyways, just wanted to tell you, don't talk to people unless you're ready to pay for things. Tip number 10, a lot of people don't realize how big Vegas is. And you are going to be walking everywhere. Yes, there's trams and things like this, but do you really want to pay $20 every time you get into a cab? Because it's usually $15 to $20 every time you jump in a cab. So be prepared to walk. And even though this casino looks this big, once you start walking, it's actually huge. Fremont Street isn't as much walking, but you're going to want to wear comfortable shoes anyway with all the dancing and all that stuff. So wear walking shoes. I know it's your first time in Vegas, but as a beginner, you need to know what to do. You're going to need to listen. Number 9, this is for girls and guys. If she's a really hot chick and talking to you, she's probably a call girl. If you're sitting at the bar, they love to hang around the casino bar, or they'll come and check in on you when you're gambling, especially when you hit. All of a sudden, these pretty girls show up. They'll go after girls and guys. They are call girls, guys. Just to warn you, there are a lot of good-looking people in Vegas, but 50% of the time is going to be a call girl probably working. This next tip, number 8, saves me so much money when I go to Vegas. COVID, it's kind of been off and on that they do have a time that they close, but lately they haven't been closing in between lunch and dinner and brunch, or whatever different things they have set up. So what you can do is pay towards the end of lunch. Go in maybe an hour, because a lot of times they have a 3-hour limit or 2-hour limit for you to stay. So go at the end of lunch, pay for the lunch price, and you're gonna be able to get at least an hour and a half of dinner also. So a lot of times they start transitioning towards the end of lunch, so you might get lucky and just already have lunch and dinner prepared when you go in. But this is a trick that I always do. Sorry, casinos, to expose this, but usually I save at least $25 every time I do this. And if you're staying there for a week or 4 days, that's $100. That brings me to another point, tip number 7. The casinos are designed to keep you in the casino. So if you're doing brunch or lunch or dinner, they're gonna try and guide you towards a buffet, or they're gonna try and keep you inside the casino. If you go right next to the casino, like CVS, or there's these little like pop-up places on the street, McDonald's is there, White Castle, like all these places, they have the same price, like that $5 burger. If you get in the casino, it's going to be like $15. So that's something to consider. You don't have to feel locked into, if you're on the strip, only dining at a casino, because there's plenty of other food options on the strip. There's plenty of other drink options on the strip. This tip is going to be huge for beginners in Las Vegas. Tip number 6, you're allowed to go into CVS and just like buy a handle and you can drink it on the street. You're allowed in Vegas to walk down the street with alcohol. So that's why you see a lot of people with those big glasses and things, because what they'll do is like maybe get a frozen drink in there, then they'll go to CVS, top it off with a handle or whatever they want to do. But that way you always have like that handle with you, or you could just keep a handle in your purse to tap off your drinks, because you also get free alcohol when you gamble. So you can put a couple bucks in the machine. When she comes over, she sees that you're gambling, order whatever you want, like literally it's open bar. And then when she comes back, hit a couple more times on the slot machine. Maybe you've spent $4 for a drink, and then you have your handle, top it off, and now you're only spending maybe like $10, and that's about like 4 drinks versus like 40 $10 drinks. Another thing that's free on the strip is promoters. Ladies, we don't pay to get into clubs. We do not pay to get into pool parties. Ladies, promoters are your best friend. The only thing you have to watch out for is don't get on the same list with multiple promoters, because everybody knows each other. It might seem like this huge city. So if you're signing in with 5 different promoters, they're gonna see all their names on the list and they're gonna be like, screw this person, because they're not even loyal. I got them on this list for free and they went ahead and signed up with other people. So find like 1 or 2 promoters. Is gonna have a friend that's promoting somewhere else if they're not promoting at that club, and that's how you're gonna get in for free. So do that. And honestly, it does not matter what you look like. It's not like regular clubs. Las Vegas is a free-for-all. Like, go in a little early before the numbers get high, because there is always, at clubs, there's always a threshold. So once they get close to that threshold, that's when they're gonna start picking people apart. So when the promoter says, get there at this time, show up at that time and you'll get in. But otherwise, if you try to come at like 12, or if you're trying to hop from casino to casino, club to club, it's not gonna work. You're gonna get stuck outside. They're not gonna let you in. Just trust me, just go when they say. The next tip is for slot machines. I actually made a video about this here. If you want to check it out, you can come back to it. Guys, you need to learn how to play these games. Do not just start throwing your money away, because before you know it, you're gonna be out of money. Like, the casinos are designed to take your money. So don't give them their money unless you know what you're doing. And a lot of these casinos actually have classes. So they can teach you how to play roulette. They'll teach you how to play blackjack for free. And go play roulette for free. Go play craps for free. Don't just throw your money away and pretend like you know what you're doing, because that's the easiest way to lose it. Tip number 3, I know there was a law passed in the past year that now Uber surcharges, guys, on the strip are crazy. You're almost better off taking a taxi. So I know all these people are like, take Uber, you'll know exactly how much it is, but you might be paying $40 for an Uber from the airport to your casino when it only costs $15 in a cab. So just like Google it and make sure you know how much to expect in a cab before you get into an Uber. It's fine to kind of like look around and see what prices there are once you get to the airport, or once you're at a casino looking to hop to another casino. But just know that the cabs are probably your best option, honestly. And plus, Ubers are a different section altogether. They're gonna drop you in the far back, where taxis always are allowed to drop you right up front. There's a lot of rules and regulations right now with taxis and Ubers. They're kind of like always butting heads. So just make sure you do your research before you get there. Tip number 2 is probably me being paranoid, but when you go to the casino, you know, all of your information is on your card. When you charge it to your room, it's on the card. So they know what's going on in that room because it's attached to your credit card. So what happens if you lose your card or leave it somewhere and they don't deactivate that key? It's still attached to all your information. And with all the like technology that's going on these days, like, just keep in mind that This is not just a piece of plastic. Treat it like a credit card. So keep it close to you and don't lose it. And then once you're done with it, if the hotel doesn't recollect it, then just cut it up before you throw it away. And for my last tip for all beginners in Las Vegas, you can go to Fashion Show Mall and go to their customer service, and they're going to give you a whole booklet of coupons. Some of them are online. So last time I was there, you get like a little password code. Here's an idea of what it looks like here. So you enter out the password and then you get access to all of the different coupons. A lot of times there's coupon books at the airport, there's coupon books in the taxi cab. I'll talk about it a lot in the next video next week. So if you guys like these videos so far, hit that subscribe button, follow me for more Las Vegas tips. Talking Las Vegas all month. And as a beginner, if you're still trying to figure out which casino to stay on the Strip, here are a few of my favorite budget casinos. And then I'll leave a link in my next screen to the playlist that has 60-second reviews of all the casinos on the Strip. I love to stay on the Strip. That's where all the action is. When you go to Fremont Street, there's not as many casinos. So that's something you can do like in a day, in 2 days or something like that. So a lot of the action is all on the Strip. All the big casinos are on the Strip. So I really suggest for your first time staying in Vegas to stay on the Strip. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.